Let's be honest, cats are mysterious creatures. They're fluffy little riddles wrapped in fur who can look at us with an expression that says, "You're my everything," and 2 seconds later, knock a glass of water off the table. But here's the truth. When a cat truly loves you, they have very special ways of showing it. Today, we're diving into 5 heartwarming, slightly quirky, and scientifically fascinating things cats only do for the humans they love the most. When your cat trails behind you like a furry little shadow, it's more than curiosity, it's attachment. In the animal world, following behavior is a sign of trust and social bonding. Kittens follow their mothers to learn survival skills. When your cat does the same with you, they are, in a sense, saying, "You are my safe guide, my family." Think about it. Your cat could be stretched out on the couch or snoozing in a sunny window, yet they get up to follow you when you move. It's not about needing food every time, and it's certainly not coincidence. Studies in feline behavior show that cats, despite their reputation as independent, form what's called a secure attachment to their humans, similar to how toddlers form attachments to their parents. That's why your cat pads along after you from the kitchen to the bathroom, sitting like a silent guardian while you brush your teeth. To them, wherever you are is the safest spot in the house. Now, here's the story of Max. When Max was just a kitten, he was the kind of little shadow every cat parent secretly hopes for. Wherever his owner went, whether it was to make tea in the kitchen or simply step into the garden, he was right there, trotting close behind on tiny paws. But as the years passed and Max grew into a confident adult, that constant following faded. He seemed content to watch from a distance, curled up in a sunspot or perched by the window, no longer needing to stick so closely by her side. Then everything changed after she returned home from surgery. Suddenly, Max went back to being that faithful kitten again. He followed her into the kitchen, waited patiently outside the bathroom, and curled up by the shower door until she stepped out. She later said, "It felt like he was keeping watch, making sure I didn't face recovery alone." Max wasn't just wandering, he was remembering. The playful kitten, who once followed out of curiosity, had grown into a cat who now followed out of love, loyalty, and the instinct to protect. Each soft step beside her was a vow, a wordless promise that when she needed him most, he would be there. Sleep is the most vulnerable state for any animal, especially cats, who in the wild are both predators and prey. A cat will only let their guard down where they feel completely safe. If your cat chooses to sleep not just near you, but directly on your chest, across your neck, or tucked against your head, it means you are their ultimate fortress. There's science behind the preference for the chest. Cats are drawn to steady, rhythmic sounds, and your heartbeat is like a metronome of comfort. It reminds them of kittenhood when they lay bundled against their mother's body, lulled by her warmth and breath. Some cats even prefer the rise and fall of your chest because it mimics the rhythmic motion of a purr. This isn't just physical closeness, it's emotional reliance. You've become their pillow, their blanket, and their lullaby all in one. Of course, it's not always convenient, like when you wake up with a numb arm because your cat decided your bicep was a mattress. But make no mistake, when your cat chooses your heartbeat over the fluffiest cat bed you bought online, it's because you are home. Time for a little story. A family once noticed their young son's nightmares suddenly stopped. The reason? Their cat Luna had started sleeping against his chest each night. He explained it simply. "When Luna's there, the bad dreams can't find me." Her steady purring lulled him into calm sleep, her warmth guarding him through the night. What looked like a cat napping was, in truth, a bond strong enough to chase away fear. Gift-giving is one of the clearest signs that a cat views you as family. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to their kittens, both to feed them and to teach them hunting skills. When your house cat proudly drops a toy at your feet, or yes, occasionally something that once had feathers or legs, it's not random mischief. It's an instinct rooted in caregiving. Behaviorists note that cats who are bonded to humans will even adjust their choice of gifts depending on what they think you need. Some cats deliver toys every night to the same spot, almost like a ritual offering. Others favor household objects, hair ties, socks, or crumpled receipts. It may not look like much to us, but in their world, this is the feline equivalent of baking you a cake or wrapping a present. The act itself is layered with meaning. It shows trust, I leave this treasure with you, respect, you are worth my effort, and intimacy, I include you in my family circle. And while we may not always appreciate the 3 a.m. delivery of a half-chewed moth, remember, your cat chose you to receive their love offering. Now, let's look at one special memory. In Italy, a cat named Toldo became known for an extraordinary ritual. After his owner passed away, Toldo began visiting the grave every day, leaving little tokens, twigs, scraps of paper, even leaves. Villagers who witnessed it were moved by the sight. A cat faithfully carrying offerings to the one he loved most. What seemed like a simple act of bringing gifts revealed itself as devotion that continued, unbroken, even beyond life itself. In cat communication, eyes are everything. A hard, unblinking stare can signal threat or dominance. But the slow, soft blink is the opposite. It's a declaration of trust. When your cat deliberately narrows their eyes and closes them in your presence, they're showing the ultimate vulnerability. I feel safe enough with you that I don't need to watch for danger. Animal behaviorists often describe this as the feline equivalent of a kiss. In fact, researchers at the University of Sussex found that cats are more likely to approach people who slow blink at them, suggesting it's a universal sign of goodwill across the species. It's not just random eye movement, it's a ritual of connection. Picture it. You're sitting on the couch, scrolling on your phone, and you glance at your cat across the room. Their eyes meet yours. Slowly, deliberately, they close and reopen their eyes, as if sealing a quiet promise. In that moment, it's as if your souls are bowing to each other in mutual trust. No words, no noise, just two beings saying, "I love you," in perfect silence. Here's a true moment. A soldier once shared the moment he reunited with his cat after months overseas. As soon as he sat down, the cat leapt into his lap, gazed at him, and gave a long, unhurried blink. The soldier later said, "That one blink told me everything, that she remembered me, that I was still hers." No words were exchanged, but in that single glance, trust and love filled the silence like nothing else could. Here's a fascinating truth. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. Vocal meows are almost exclusively reserved for humans. That means when your cat calls to you with a chirp, trill, or soft meow, they're using a language designed just for you. In fact, studies show cats can alter the pitch and tone of their meows to manipulate and communicate with their chosen humans, almost like they've crafted a personalized dialect for their favorite person. Think about it. Some cats develop what sounds like a question meow when they want attention, or a drawn-out, plaintive wail reserved for mealtime. Others save their sweetest chirps for when you come home. These sounds aren't random. They're curated communication, affection coded into sound waves. And the proof is in the exclusivity. The meows your cat uses for you may never be heard when they're alone, or even when they're with other people. It's a one-on-one conversation, their unique soundtrack of love. So when your cat greets you with that oddly human-sounding hello meow, they're not just hungry, they're telling you, you're the only one I talk to this way. Time to meet a cat, Oliver. One woman rescued a quiet, withdrawn cat named Oliver. For months, he made no sound at all. But as their bond deepened, he began greeting her with a peculiar high-pitched twiry every time she came home. No one else ever heard it, not even her husband. Oliver had invented a call just for her. That little sound was more than a greeting. It was proof of a love so personal it found its own voice. So next time your cat drops a soggy toy on the floor, blinks slowly from across the room, or watches you from the bathroom sink, remember, it's love. Pure, unconditional, feline-style love. And if you'd like to dive even deeper into your cat's mysterious world, don't miss this must-see video, How Cats See Humans. Every cat parent must know. See you there.